So of course, as I was looking for bolts, I thought to myself, I wonder why there's no bolts there. And you can probably see here next to that one, I see threads there. I don't see threads there. Same with these two. You got threads and no threads. So I have to drill it out, go up a size, and why don't I set you up so you can watch me do that. So we're going metric. I got some A by 1.25 bolts. That'll be the sufficient length, and I got a 1/4 inch drill bit. So I think there's only about a 1/2 inch of threads we need. So I'm just going to go as straight as I can. And hope. All right, onward. Yeah. You could go right through, it wouldn't hurt much, but you'd have to explain yourself when you go to sell it, so let's not do that. So I got my tap here, and then just like before, you want some oil. You want to start as reasonably square as you can. In this case, it would be ideal to have a blind tap, but I think we'll get enough threads here. So I'm going to go right until I feel the very bottom, and that'll be as far as I can go. And hopefully that'll give us enough threads for the bolt to mount. We can always file the bolt down too, so we'll be fine. But yeah, this is the kind of stuff you got to go through when you get an old cheap outboard. And often what seems like a good deal can prove otherwise. I expected all this though, like it was 25 bucks for this thing. But yeah, well, no. It was different. Yeah. I think I have to file these bolts down a bit. It'll be okay. And some more threads. Okay, so my camera got full, so I had to do a bit of work without you. But what I essentially did was, after tapping the holes there, I had to embiggen the holes on the foot. So I had to drill out. I had to drill out these guys here. That one. And that one, I think I used, what did I use? 3/8. Yeah, 3/8. And that should accommodate it. So now I'm going to slide this all together. So like I said before, we got this, and that's easier to get into here if it's already up in the engine. So that should make our lives a bit easier. But yeah, let's give it a whirl. See if I can get it first try. So I got the water tube in. Okay, now I get to watch me try this again, but with the proper size bolt holes. So hopefully it'll be good this time around. I drilled out the holes bigger to, I think 3/8. I think I said 3/8 last time, but it was actually there we go. I don't remember. They're bigger now. So I should be able to hit the holes here with all the extra play I got. Or so I hope. Everybody, I bolt around them. Make sure it's so good. Giving it a bit of a chamfer just to make it go in a bit easier.
Really funny. He thinks later at least at 7 o'clock his time. So he thinks you cross 10 o'clock, you're at 10 o'clock our time. He thinks maybe like, and I'm like, I told him lunch. He's like, oh yeah. I was like, are you sure? She's like, well, maybe it's not like,
Yeah.
oh, so you're video.
Oh no, they come up.
Okay.
I can just fast forward because all people are doing is watching me awkwardly threading bolts.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I'll be with you as soon as I get this. This one's being a real
Okay.
something else. All right, we're in business. That was awkward. But a success. Had to kind of chase out the first couple threads. Probably messed them up on my first try. But it's going on. Now when you tighten this down, you don't want to tighten it too much, or you'll end up like the guy before me and strip out these bolts. It's only aluminum, so you don't need to. There's not much force being applied downwards on this while it's in operation. It just holds it on, that's all. And the gear case is sealed. It's not like you're sealing this up. Just get her nice and snug and call it a day. Says me while I probably strip these things out. Okay. It's quite often you see these guys stripped out. Yeah, there it is. Lower unit is installed. Got some big ugly lock washers on there, but they'll do the job. Anyway, now I guess we can put the prop on. Another piece that need not be put on super tight. You don't want to cheat with that pin either. The one that goes through the shaft. You can't use like some high carbon strong steel or anything like that. It's supposed to give out if you hit the prop off something. That way only that little bar gets damaged. There. Then you take your cotter pin. Take the real cotter pin. And there you go. Everyone's screaming at me not to use the wrench for a hammer. That's okay. They're right. That's it for today. I got the carb kit in, so later tonight we'll probably hear this guy running. Alright, peace. So after I got it all together, when you put it in neutral, it doesn't really engage this plate very well with this. That's kind of like a neutral. We'll call it a neutral safety. I don't know, it's a stop so you don't put the advance too far while it's not supposed to go fast. So it just barely clips it. And I know that's not right. Especially when you go into forward. It just catches the very tip of this plate. If you can see that. It just barely catches it, which is borderline dangerous. No, it is dangerous. So I was wondering why, and then I looked down here at this. Yeah, you can see it. Right here, there should be a sleeve on that, and that would give this the extra movement it needs to just make it that half inch, quarter inch further to properly contact the plate. So I got my donor there, who graciously donated me that to put on this thing here. So I'm gonna put that on and we should be good to go. Oh, there we go. That's much better. There, problem solved. We now have safer engagement there. Yeah, that contacts it much better. It's just a little bit, but it's much better than the millimeter it was contacting it before. Yeah, reverse, it actually contacts it where it looks like it's supposed to. And forward. Huh. Well, that ain't good. It's too safe and forward. So what do we do? Do we mellow out that curve on the plate? Because it's all beat to shit anyway. That's good. That's good. That's almost good. I think I need to file that just a little, just so it makes the clearance. Because I don't want to file this. I'd rather file that. Okay, I'm going to file that. Just mellow it out and then it'll wear a bit. That's okay. And we're filing. Think that did it? Take just the burrs off this guy. My money's on yes. It's a little bit more. You have to do it. I need to Okay, I can live with that. Kind of catches a bit of a ramp. Let's see now. Okay, it's forward, neutral, catches a lot of meat there. Reverse, that catches it all there. Yeah, that's good. Let's try forward again. You can go all the way forward. No danger of going too far. Okay, that's... Yeah, I'm happy with that. Sweet. Okay, next carburetor, packing nut, then we'll fire this beauty up. All right. Okay, I'm gonna put those packing nuts in. It came out of this carb kit here. Here's a number. It's not by Sierra, it's some offshore. Maybe it is Sierra, I don't know. But it was the cheapest one I could find because I'm just
I'm honestly just here for the packing nuts. I find all the OEM stuff holds up pretty good. Anyway, I'll take these doodads off. And I guess I'll take these off too. I'm just going to show the packing nuts and then I'm just going to slap the carburetor on. It goes in reverse order, but I came off. Yeah, okay. Gotta close the door. Those mosquitoes are having their way again. Okay, mosquitoes are not an issue anymore. Okay, so this kit calls that you stack up, I think it's 3 packing nuts, or maybe it's 2. And they'll get squished under a nylon washer. Everybody out. Okay, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then my washers, there's 1. There's 2. Okay, and then it goes like so. So I'll start with the high-speed needle first. You put your washer on, and then 1 packing nut, and 2, like that, and 3. So they're all stacked up like this. I just put them on the threads. I put a bit of grease on them just so it slides around a bit. And that goes into here. And you just start threading it until you bottom it out. What these things do is they put a seal around the bowl, the body of the bowl, and the low speed needle. There, I just hit the bottom. That way, when you tighten the I call it the packing gland, and you tighten this guy, it squishes the fabric around this needle and it creates a seal. Mosquito. Yeah, it's kind of primitive. I like it. What I don't like about it is how I don't know how to make them yet. I'm sure it's really easy to make them. What am I doing? 7/16, right? Yeah. Then you turn this guy down till it squishes, and you feel resistance when you turn this one. So I've bottomed it out, and I think it's 1 turn out for initial setting. So I'm there, and you tighten it down, and that should be sealed. I'm going to do the same with this one. That big, well, the big bolt, this thing, it has to catch the threads in there and push down on a sleeve that holds it all together. It's kind of funky, but you need them all working together to tighten this one down. So right now I'm pushing down the nylon washer to expose some threads so I can catch them on the low speed needle packing nut, or gland, or whatever they call it. And I think I've succeeded there. And then with the pressure on that, I should be able to screw this down to bottom it out. Yeah, there it goes. I hit the bottom there. Now this is, I think it's 1.5 out. So there's 1, 2 turns. Tighten it down, or 1.5 turns, sorry. Tighten it down till, I don't know, I guess that's snug. And it's ready. I'll put all this other stuff back on and we can put it on the motor. Oh. Okay, cool. I'm kind of excited. Alright, on to the engine again. Okay, so I got the carburetor back on. Next, before I add the new lines, I'm going to have to adjust the, I think they call it the swash plate. That's this guy right here, this brass plate. This is where the roller needs to actuate, which it does as it hits that mark. But there's so much slop in this linkage here that this butterfly doesn't move until we're well past. See, there it's starting to link up, and now it's actually moving. So we got about 1 inch, we're beyond 1 inch there. I think messing with the linkage will be too it'll be too tedious, but there is an adjustment under here. There's a bolt there, so I can move the plate in and out. Don't know if you can see it. Let's see if we can. Yeah, there you go. It's this bolt right here. So I'm going to adjust that. I should just be loosening it off, and then I'll be able to move this plate outwards so it actually hits, the roller actuates, or the butterfly opens as the roller passes this mark right here. So stand by. Gotta find the right wrench for it, and then we'll work on that. So it's a 5/16. Let's have at her. So you don't need to take it right off, you just gotta loosen it. Then you should be able to, probably another one I gotta loosen. That should be enough to let me get this out. Yeah, there you go. See, and now I can move this out so I get the right time for when the butterfly opens up. So I just got to do that, and we're looking at this mark and at this linkage here. So when that starts to move, I want to be at this mark here. I'll brighten it up for you. There we go. All right, there we go. Okay, so let's see. So we're passing the mark now. That's not good. That's come like way out. That's better. That's definitely closed. I think we got her. So a little bit further. Yeah, we'll call it that. Yeah, I like it. Okay. Now we're going to tighten it down. That's it. And again, we're not trying to set the grip strength record here. We're just trying to tighten these guys down just so they're snug. They're old. And they're good quality fasteners, so if you get them snug and give them another quarter turn, they're not going anywhere. That is awesome. Cool. We have just saved that. Okay. Awesome. Okay, next I'm going to attach the fuel lines. You guys don't need to see that. It's just cutting lines and putting them on at nozzles. And then we're going to start this beauty up. I'm excited for that. All right. Next you'll see this thing hooked up to a hose and hopefully running. All right. Okay, we are ready. My water retention contraption wasn't the greatest, but let's try again. I think it's the fuel pump. Yeah, the pump can't handle it. It'll be out of gas. Maybe we finally got it. Maybe it just has to flush out a bunch of crap or something, I don't know. Oh, there it goes. Yeah. It looks like that maybe I need a new diaphragm in here. Or maybe I should just buy one of those $20 fuel pumps and go with that. I'll try it one more time. It went through the gears fine, But it seems that this line is totally dry now. So that indicates to me that when it's at a low idle, the vacuum isn't sufficient to supply it with fuel. And I gotta reprime it again with the bulb there. And then once it's nice and full, and you can fill up the bowl, it seems to want to run. Anyway, I'll get it going one more time, just for kicks. It runs nice when it's going. I think it's a fuel pump. That's where my money's at. One more time before the neighbors start complaining. Before it runs out, I'll quickly go through the gears. Yeah, we got her in neutral now. There's forward, reverse. That's $25 ever spent.